Hi, my name is Kelvin Hawthorne, and this is your NIU Weekly Forecast brought to you by NIU AMS and the Northern Star. Taking a look at your campus headlines, we're going to look at climatology as we normally do. We're going to look at some cooler and more wet conditions earlier on in the week, and then we'll trend warmer as we head later in the week and into the weekend. For your campus almanac, your average high and low temperatures. 56 the average high, wouldn't you like to be right around there right about now? 34 degrees the average low, and your records on the extreme side, 84 degrees the record high set in 1986, and then 8 degrees the record low, frigid, set in 1982. How has that average high temperature transpired across all the days so far in April? Well, you can see each of the squares is a day so far in April. We don't have the 8th because we only have weather data up to yesterday. You can see across the board, mostly below average, quite a bit below average actually, in the first week of April. The lone exception was on April 3rd, where we were quite a bit above average in the upper 60s. Here's your drought outlook, and you can see we're right on the edge of abnormally dry conditions according to the U.S. Drought Monitor, and that's forecast to persist throughout the remainder of April, in part due to this upper level pattern that we're seeing with a jet stream across the northern United States and a trough across the portions of the eastern United States. We'll be very close to the center of low pressure in the upper levels and then high pressure out in the desert southwest, leading to warmer and drier conditions there. In the middle here, where this ridge and this trough meet up, that's where we're expecting what I call a battle zone. That's where most of our precipitation is going to be over the next week or two. And that adds up with the Climate Prediction Center's future outlook. 6 to 10 day temperature outlook shows quite a bit above average temperatures in portions of the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles. Here will be slightly above average. Then the precipitation forecast, like I said, that battle zone across portions of the central United States is where we'll see heightened precipitation. Here we'll see right around normal precipitation, and in the desert southwest and portions of Florida will be quite a bit below average on the precipitation side of things. Let's take a look at your commuter cast. This is going to be Tuesday morning, so your commute out the door. 33 in Chicago through Kankakee. You'll have some clouds lingering out to the east, but the further west you go, you'll get more sunshine. 35 out in Princeton and Sterling, and then here on campus, 32 degrees. As we head into mid-morning, we warm things up a little bit. Sunny skies out to the west, even here on campus, 35 degrees here on campus. And then as we head into lunchtime, you're going to see sunny skies start to take over most of this map. 43, that's our daytime high here on campus. 45 out in Rochelle. Sterling, you're at 46. Princeton and LaSalle, you're the same. And then headed into the evening, we'll keep those clear skies around early. 38 degrees out in Sterling, 35 here on campus, and 32 in the city. For your Tuesday, mostly sunny skies, light and variable winds, which will make things feel just a little nicer despite the cooler temperature, 43 degrees, your high temperature for Tuesday. Early on, we'll have clear skies, but we'll bring in the clouds as we head into the evening. 30 degrees, your low temperature. Winds picking up a little bit, 5 to 15 miles per hour, gusting to around 20 miles per hour. So you have that wind as you head into the evening. And then Wednesday, with those clouds, we'll bring in some precipitation. Rain expected on Wednesday, 10 to 20 mile per hour winds, gusting to around 25 miles per hour, with a high temperature of around 43 degrees, so a cooler rain. As we head through our 8-day forecast, we're going to see things warm up quite a bit as we head later on into the week. You can see 50 degrees on Thursday, and then by Saturday we've jumped up to 58 degrees, and then 63 degrees on Sunday. And it's not just the warm temperatures that we're noticing, but also the primarily sunny skies across much of our 8-day forecast.